Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the new tangle, Moonlight Bell from Debbi Minero. Oh, this is, Deb's tangles are always awesome. Just so fun. All right, this one starts off, and this where it starts is it's kind of part of the base, so it's not necessarily the middle of where you want it, but I'm gonna put it up here. I'll maybe add a couple extras. We'll see. All right, so it starts off with a triangle, small one, because this is gonna kind of, like I said, be our part of our base. Then, well, I was gonna say from just on either side of the middle, but at the same time, if you do it from the middle, this doesn't matter. We're going to do a couple seed shapes. So like that. And Debbi neatly has it separated. So you could do like this and then come back, or you could do it all at once, I suppose. Up to you. 2 seed shapes like so. Then from the center, and again, if these end up meeting, it's not going to matter. So we're going to put a big elongated, is what I call it, C shape, like so, right there in the middle. And what I would do is, so imagine that these are right in the middle. I would just, start it from wherever you want it, and and just create that like it's hollowed behind the seed shapes. All right, then, and I'm doing some of these out of order. On my version of this step, I just rearranged some of them because I wanted to do, kind of the seed shape, somewhat all in one step, and then come and do this. Oh yeah, and then after that, we're going to essentially aura this. So coming from the center again, and up to you, how far up you want it or not. All right, then some little fescues, some little sort of fescues. I like that it's a curved line with an orb on the end. Even you can fill in the orb if you wish. We're going to put 2 of them up here and turn in the tile so that way my hand can sort of use the natural curve. And also I'm just being careful to kind of start it down here, in this, well, it's kind of in the crevice. I could have started it up here, I suppose, but all right. But I didn't, because the pen does what the pen wants to do. And apparently that's what it wanted to do. All right, then last step is we're going to essentially aura these 2 sides, but leave a little gap down here. So I'm going to come here. And this one, I'm working to keep it on the narrow side, like that. And I might curve this a little bit, just because I want to. And then we'll aura that. Boink. And there we have it, except for, other decorating, shading, things like that. I'm gonna put another one out here. Now, I suppose, let's try it. If you wanted to, because like this, if you wanted to place the stem first, let's do that. You just have to be aware that, right, you're going to have all this stuff coming up on top. But if I stopped it there and then left a little gap, yes, I think that this will work for the triangle. And then I'll do the meeting this up to the seed shape in a minute, or at the end. What's neat is this can be, as tall or not, as however you want it. And so I suppose if you made this the outer one too small, you could come back, which, well, why don't I just do that? Because as you see, it doesn't matter. It's all good. Although it's not quite proportionate with the leaves, but that's all right. Or with these little, well, okay, well, apparently I'm going to put some kind of a line in there. All right, I wasn't thinking about the edge, but that's okay. This will just take that right off the edge. We know that that's what's going to be there. And then here, I'm just going to carefully aura and bring it down to meet. Like that. You almost wouldn't know that I did it after the fact. All right, let's do one last one just because 3 is a good number. This time we'll just wing it here and do it the way the step out says. Apparently this one I'm going to put the seed shapes close together because that's just what the pen wanted. So I said okay. Like that. I just love these, ones, and most of the ones that Debbi does, it's so nice because you don't have to think about each step necessarily. It's like, oh, they just work so well. You know what? You could just do this and it could be like a flying plant saucer. We could aura the bottom. You could aura that whole V and just, make it complete because it does seem like it needs a little bit more base, but or you could leave that off. Make it like kind of like a fragment sort of. All right, really, really neat. And I hope, let me do some shading here too. But while I'm finishing this, if you've enjoyed this, please click on the like button. If you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. All the information is in the description section. So links to the step outs. And if you'd like to connect with me, as I do classes, and I want to show you, I use this, we had the time of this recording, it is New Year's Eve 2024. And so I will show you how I use this we had a special New Year's Eve class, and it was a lot of fun, but I wanted to use this. So this is the first tangle of 2025. Just really first daily tangle, in my list of things. Really, really cute. All right, so here I've already done. Ooh, let's do that. Let's copy what I did here. Just put a line in the middle. Let's make it a little bit longer. Oh, that looks neat. Here we could do. Well, I'm always tempted to do the line dot dot because I love it so much, and apparently I'm going to do that again. Here I've also seen it's neat where you just kind of do a line from either side. Oh, it needs more than that. It's like, oh, never mind. We'll do the I just have to think for a minute. What do we call those? No, it'll come to me later. Anyway, all of a sudden, because I didn't really see it before. But here's what I'm going to do in these, because I was really enjoying. Well, maybe I'll have variations. Okay, we'll have variations. I was enjoying this, just thickening one side so it makes it look like this is hollow. But also down here, this can be hollow too, can't it? Like that. Let's support it here. We'll put a little rounding in there, just because that ended up a little weird. I like it. This one, I'm wanting to put the line dot dot in the middle, so I'm gonna. And let's see, I'm trying to do something. Oh, what else could I do? Could fill it in. Could fill it in solid, couldn't we? Or let's do this. Just some fine lines. Very fine. I'm like just barely touching the paper. And Let's try this. That looks neat. If it was big enough, you could maybe. Well, let me take that back. Yeah, could do a little rounding at the top, or just I just did a C shape because my pen kind of took care of it, so it rounds those tops. That has a neat look to it too. All right, super fun. All right, now for some shading. Oh, well, first and foremost, where things gather, I'm going to do that. This, it's already there, and this I'll do the other side as well. I'll probably do the other side on the other ones too, but we shall see. Because sometimes you just might want just that base and leave the rest of it open, especially if it's kind of small. As you know, I like to do things in stages so I can just see how they look, and then what do I want to, where do I want to go from there? What do I want to do? Well, now this is kind of tucked behind that, isn't it? So let's put some graphite here. Bring it up a little bit. And I'm just going to use what's left on the Tortillion just to make a little bit of a curve there. And that, I think, well, for sure, let's do it here. Oh, and this, we could do the inside along right there. Right where I darkened it a little bit. There. Yes. Okay. Oh, and you know what? Let's, just because I want to add a little contrast to this one. Fill those in except for a little teeny bit. Little teeny bit. Just a little shine. Okay, now. I'm almost feeling like I want to fill that in on some of them, but maybe not. Yeah. Maybe this one. Like I was thinking here, or like I did there. Let's just do some real fine lines. Ooh, like that, yeah. Again, just barely touching the surface. All right, before I haven't decided what I want to do there, but let's have some fun with these stems. Maybe where they curve. We'll add a little shading. Ooh, yeah. If they were thicker, you could just do one side, and that's kind of neat. But sometimes just where there's a bit of a curve, it kind of adds to it. Makes it look wavy. Well, I did like having this up here, so I think we should add that there too. And of course, you know, I try to preface it always. You don't have to shade if you don't want to. It does make it look really neat. But again, you don't have to. Let's do this. Let's make this kind of in a little bit. So I'm just putting a little graphite there in the middle. Ooh, yeah, like that. Okay, now all of a sudden I'm thinking that they look like fairy houses. Like, you know, like little fairy door. Anyway. And just adding some graphite to the sides. Just, you know, drop shadow-ish. Just because it ends up looking neat, I think. It's just so magical, and I always it just tickles me, the shading, because it's so neat. All right. What else do I want to do? Oh, maybe a little bit right here. Okay. Anyway, super, super cute tangle. I hope you've enjoyed it. And as I mentioned, I used it on my 2025 tile from our class today. And yeah, and just, added some color and some fun. This one, I did the open part because I liked it. And yeah, just put some lines around, and that looks neat too. It kind of gives it a different flavor depending on how you do it, and how you decorate it. So fun. Well, and like I said, come and join us for classes. I teach on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Today was a little extra special because it's New Year's Eve, so we had a little extra fun, and yeah. But generally on Thursdays, free classes. We would take a tangle or two, and we might incorporate this because this was kind of a soft red carpet launch type of thing, and so we might make a bigger deal out of it on Thursday, and I'll pair it with something else. But it's just, yeah, like I said, so cute. But all that information, where to follow me for classes is on there. There's a bunch of other stuff on the link tree that's in the description section. Real easy to understand. At least I think it is. If not, do let me know. Also, let me highlight, we have over the years, and I appreciate everyone so much, we've developed such a beautiful family of tanglers. It's kind of gone beyond just a group. We have a ton of fun besides doing some amazing tangling, and it's just a special relationship that we all seem to have kind of grown together through these few years. So if you would like to join us on Facebook, besides the classes, but if you want to join it, if you happen to be on Facebook, we have a private Tangle Addicts community. There are 4 questions you have to answer in order to gain entry. And that's it. But yeah, come and join us. Come join the fun. All right. So with that, thank you again so much for watching. And I wish you happy tangling.